Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, Stacey and I shall be discussing The Oval, Season 2, Episode 19. Things are heating up for our characters. Let's talk about Barry. Barry was found in his underwear. And I said, Tyler motherfucking Perry. You know why he was not butt-ass naked? This ain't BET Plus. But the plus stands for dick. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, if this was on BET Plus, Barry would have been butt-ass naked. And Tyler Perry would have been like, hey, man, we ain't got a choice. That's just what the rackadoochie do. Is that what they do, Tyler? Yes, Barry, take it all off. All off.
Butt naked with a boner.
You know what I'm saying? He would have been like, okay, hold it. Let me hold it for you. So for the camera. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is.
Now it'll have like petals on it.
Oh, he was like, ding. I put him there.
The magic dust.
That's the highest. And somehow Dale knew it. After seeing Barry go by in a flash, was like, oh, that's the secret spice. Oh, I know what that is. I've heard about that. I was like, what? What are we doing right now? Why are we learning more about Ruthless in The Oval than we do in Ruthless?
Where is Ruthless?
He said, fuck it. He said, I'm going to focus on The Oval. I'm just going to bring these two worlds together. Let's talk about Nancy. Nancy walked in sounding like Riley off the Boondocks. She was like, Barry, passed out. I need help. I heard Riley going, niggas coming. Niggas coming? Niggas shooting. Niggas shooting. Anyway, who did she call her ignorant, nosy neighbor? That's who she calls?
The neighbor didn't see the whole thing anyway.
Let's go back to she should have been there already. Like, girl, I saw 3 men carry your son in there in his underwear into the house. I mean, I didn't want to say nothing, but like he was covered in drugs. I mean, if I could notice, and then here's the license plate and the description of the van. I took photos of the people too, just in case you need some help. Like, you are of the one time this nosy bitch needs to see something, all of a sudden she don't see nothing. Doesn't make any sense, Tyler Perry. All right. Like, this woman is tracking arguments they got. Why didn't Nancy call Priscilla? Why didn't she call her husband?
Because he ain't gonna answer the phone.
But at least she should have made a logical effort. Like, these are important things. To be like, hey, I think our son is passed out, covered in some shit. I thought the drugs hit her in the face and she was high and she passed out. That's what I thought.
That would make sense.
No, all of us
contact.
I thought she got a contact. That was a lot of drugs. I mean, that was also going back to Ruthless. So, oh girl, she got hit with multiple things. Like the highest going, like that was the last like hit. Like she had multiple drugs put in her before the highest got to her. So I don't know what happened to Barry. Where is Barry's daughter? DevCon said,
No, where's Ruth?
So Ruth is popping up next episode to see Barry in the hospital for what the fuck? Like, but we'll get to that bullshit when it comes. So finding Barry has united the family at the one hospital in DC, apparently, where Sharon is at. Of course. Tyler Perry can't afford multiple hospital locations. He's like, shit, we can only use one. I'm totally surprised he just didn't use the same set from the Have and Have Nots and hoping people didn't notice. Like, I really was gonna be like, wait, I think this is the same hospital. Whether it be Savannah or DC, it's all the same. Somehow, nosy neighbor knew exactly the hospital that the ambulance was gonna take Barry to, even though she don't even know he needs medical attention. Somehow she figured that out. But anyway. There's only one waiting room. Dale is already sitting there. So when Nancy rushes Barry in, Richard finally gets called. He shows up. Who called Richard again? The neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
The neighbor. That's right. That's right. Oh my God. What?
Was she the same woman that was cutting up in the pharmacy at the beginning of the season?
No. That was a much older.
That's not the same lady.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's a much older woman. Yeah. But that would have been funny. That would have been funny if they were trying to connect it all together. That would have been awesome. I like how they get to the hospital, like, and then again they're arguing. Now Nancy's like, "I'll leave you, bitch. I'm trying to leave you. Like, what? How is that a threat?
Where are you going, Nancy? Where are you going?
You ain't got no job, Nancy. You ain't got no money. Also, he's been trying to leave you for several episodes, so you act like you're threatening him. She like, leave. Like, the reason we're not talking is I'm trying to get you to leave. Like, get the F out. You ain't got nowhere to go anyway. So what are you talking about? You gonna be right here. Also,
to the projects and stay with her sister.
What happened to the crackhead sister? I mean, where is father-in-law? I mean, these are if he's banging this dude 25 years ago, where is he now? Why have we not at least got some kind of resolution that he's already dead or something? Or is this going to be a future character that we're going to get into? Like, that would be something. Anywho, Barry's fine. He's actually I'm surprised. He lived. Sharon was not so lucky. Sharon had a miscarriage.
Of course.
Yeah.
We discussed that last video. That baby was out of here.
Yeah. Why? Because she has to move on with Kareem. Who proposes to a woman who just had a car accident and a miscarriage? Who does that? Hey, Kareem, Sharon doesn't need a ring. She needs health care because your broke ass don't provide your employees health care.
I mean, he had to put the store back together. That's what all his money was.
I mean, why did this woman get some priorities? Like, look, babe, before you put a ring on this finger, how about you put some health care on this hospital bill I'm about to have? Like, that's gonna be high as fuck. Like, she works for you, Bear. Like, Kareem, it goes health care, then ring. A woman wants security. All right, they need security. All right, like that opens up a lot of doors and legs and stuff like that. That's helpful. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's like, I'll think about it, but he don't know what hand to put it on. Once you put the ring on the hand, you already thought about it. Like, the deal is done. Like, that's not a consideration. That is a proposal. That is, we are established a legal binding agreement, and this is gonna move somewhere. She probably has permanent damage. Dale probably has brain damage. I mean, he's still got that
Can't
fake.
afford to see the doctor either.
He's like, oh, whoa.
He's like, fuck that bill. I barely can keep my truck fueled.
Hold up. This makes it even more ridiculous. Sharon just lost a baby. She has no health care whatsoever. And now she's fighting for Dale. Can Dale live with us? Can he please? Because he don't have a place to live. He's living out of his car. Sharon, you don't have health care. Like,
you don't have a house either.
You ain't got no house. You are homeless also. What is happening right now? Like, priorities. Priorities. I just don't understand. Anyway, Richard goes to see Sam because he walks in. He's like, Richard, I know where Barry's at. Sam, excuse me. Richard's like, Sam, I know where Barry's at. I need your help to go get Sam. Then Sam says, let me go get my secret encryption phone. I was like, what is he pulling out? I haven't seen shit like that since the 80s. That's some legit 1980s spy phone suitcase shit. Like, that's not okay, bro. You could have got an iPhone and just tapped it on the back and be like, we're going secure. Like, that would have made more sense. You look ridiculous, Tyler Perry. I will once again highlight Tyler Perry has the studio that creates the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, his land is vast. and resources are vast, that multi-billion companies come to him for low budget production, locations, but they make bomb ass shit. He has The Walking Dead on that studio. I think he also has P-Valley on that studio. Not that that's high value production, but all that shit's shot in Atlanta. I'm pretty sure Tyler Perry got a piece of that too. My point is, Tyler Perry got the cheapest shit I've ever seen. Doesn't make sense. Also, Sam was unable to use the encrypted network at the White House to break into the encrypted 911 calls. Like, that's even a thing. But yet he has the secret bat phone at home to call a random FBI agent.
He had that thing since he got back from the war.
Thank you. He brought that shit back from Desert Storm the first time and was like, hey, it still works. And who does he call? He said, my FBI friend. I think it's Mac. Because he says that FBI agent has an agent inside the Rakadushi camp, which should be either Andrew, who got ass raped, and Malcolm, who's banging Andrew's wife. One of them needs to be in this show at this point. Now we're introducing Ruthless universe.
That would make sense. However, this is Tyler Perry. So
Tyler fucking Perry, man. I don't even know what he's gonna do, bro. But I'm like, you are clearly bringing in Ruthless. If any other writer, Shonda Rhimes, like Courtney Kim, and really any other competent writer had these two shows, like this would be awesome. It would be like the crossover that you always wanted. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like when Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder came together. And I was like, this is awesome. I mean, Scandal was going to shit at that point. But I'm saying, but either way, it was cool to see these two great actors together in that show. Tyler Perry has a good foundation. Anyway, I'm interested to see where that goes. Is it going to be Mac? Is he going to contact Andrew? Did he still get seated as he did in Ruthless? Inquiring minds want to know. I mean, I just got to know. So we got that. Priscilla is still getting on my damn nerves. She's still like, get the fuck out of here, because you fucking current tense the first lady. Hashtag hot breath is past tense. Like, it's not current tense.
You don't know that.
She does know that, but she don't care. Like, in her mind, it's always started, but then she cries when he leaves. Like, you are doing this to you. Also, Sam figured out that she called General Martin, and all of a sudden he's shaking in his boots.
Because you don't know him.
He will destroy us. I mean, I thought he was your mentor, bro. Like, which one is it? I'm very confused. So we got to see where this is going. Let's get into some clapping cheeks, shall we? So we got Max.
Get dogs hollering.
Ain't no dog. Oh, you see? Hey, you hear dogs hollering? That is perfect.
Dogs are hollering.
That is perfect timing. So let's move on to the buddy cop show. We got Mad Max and Bobby Bottom. What's going on with this? Max getting draws. That's what happens. So he's clapping them cheeks with the old girl after a couple of shots of whatever. I was like, of course he is. You know what he's not doing? Calling his son.
That is true. You know what else he isn't doing? Cuddling. Because she was like, I need you to get the fuck out of my bed. Hashtag white men do cuddle. Hashtag white women don't.
That's a power reference. This will just let y'all know. I thought he was gonna say, girl, take this cock. I'd be like, run the world. Yeah, put that shit together. Man, that made me so mad. I just real quick. Fuck that show, dude. That writing was horrible. It hurts me. It hurts me every time I think about it. I'm like, how did that shit even get made? Damn, Tyler Perry did it better. You know how much it hurts me to say that? God, man, it hurts. Anyway, after Max gets the draws, old girl is watching the secret surveillance footage of Bobby, who's about to go, thinking he's about to go get some from his lady. When he waves at the camera, I'm like, all right, so he sees the camera. My thing is, old girl did not see the camera and she's watching the footage. I mean, she's like, I'm watching to see what he did. It took Max to go, you know, he saw the camera, right? He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, turn the video back on. She's like, oh, he did. Wow, he's good. How did you not see that? Like, you are the one made. What were you doing on that thing anyway, girl? Like, this is basic shit. I don't.
She had the post-coital brain fog.
Is that what it was? She was like, she'll still feeling that good, and she was like, you know what? I can't even, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at. So what?
A little blurry afterwards.
She's like, oh shit, busting them nuts. That's why he had to go. He's like, I got to get my head right. You know what I'm saying? You put too much into me. So Lily, after believing that, you know, what Donald said, that it was all a setup, which it was. I mean, it was a setup. She takes the photos to try. So when she was trying to get Bobby Bottom to come to her place, do you think she was going to shoot him again?
I have no idea.
I feel like she was, because she was very determined to get him to her place.
She was trying to do something, but I don't know why she would shoot him again.
Hey man, so she likes that shit. You know what I'm saying? That she can play with the hole. Maybe like,
you gotta bring a cleanup crew in and all that stuff. I mean, who wants to go through all that?
I mean, well, she can just leave. She'd be like, this man's wanted for murder. He should have been obliterated once again.
What happened to that?
What happened to the radioactive testing Secret Service agents who were looking at the obliteration drone strike location and still should not have found any DNA to prove these men are dead? Mm-hmm. Instead, Kyle is tracking Lily with a sensor on her car, watching her drive around in circles, talking to Donald, and they're having another lover spat. And he's like, could you please figure out what Lily's doing, baby? And he's like, yes, baby, I'll go see what your wife is doing. I didn't know what I was like, what's happening right now? What? It's painful. It's painful, the whole thing. Like, and then Bobby's like, I know you see it, but it ain't real. Motherfucker, this ain't Photoshop. That's us on top of that baby table. Like, this is absolutely real. Like, but then how were the photos taken in the first place? Like, who was sitting in the bathroom with the baby table? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
They had like little spy cams or something
already set up across the airport that somehow Bobby didn't know about. So that means Kyle not only hired Bobby, but then he hired a surveillance team to follow Bobby and didn't tell Bobby. Also, let's remember that Mad Max was framed for killing a woman and then was killed by Yuma. So if he's magically alive, he's still a suspect in Denise's murder. Just to make sure we're clear on, on these storylines that Tyler Perry throws at us and he forgot, I guess.
You just get no attention in the Tyler Perry universe.
He fled from a hospital with a black man assistant, and none of that is on TV, not even being discussed.
Just like Wyatt.
Just don't give a fuck, dude. Hey, Priscilla still has made no effort to figure out where Diane is at or that she's even alive. Like, no one gives a fuck about this poor woman. Like, she got tortured and murdered.
Bobby mentioned her, right?
When? No, he didn't. When?
Yes, he did. He was like, who gave up our location? They were like, it's either Lily or Diane, and they haven't heard back from Diane.
All right. So now and he's made no effort to go look for her either. So that's what I'm saying. So like, damn, Diane.
Sniffing up Lily's butt.
Oh, that's right. My fault.
You try to make that head dog holler.
Like this. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you very much. So while Max is clapping them cheeks, somebody was hollering. Like she was definitely hollering. Bexley, Breeksley, whatever her name is. It don't matter. She was getting it. All right. So point is, even Bobby Bottom could hear it, which I thought is what got him motivated. He's like, somebody need to begin to meet some ass. So he calls Lily, and I thought Lily was gonna hear it because that woman was loud as fuck. You would think a super spy house like that would have like insulated walls so you can't hear people screaming after being tortured or getting it. Like you would think.
She's there by herself typically, so
I just didn't. Anyway, whatever. So good work, Max. I mean, you did get shot, and you had medical attention, and you survived a drone strike, but you still got it. Bobby got shot, tortured, also survived the drone strike, and he's still living his best life. Richard, back to Richard real quick. When Richard said, "We got to go get my son," I just knew he was going the equalizer. I think he's gonna, look here, Sam. We're going back to the old days. We're gonna suit up. We're gonna go into that Rackadoochie camp, kill everybody, and I'm getting my son out of there. His son is that's before he knew his son was in the hospital. But I swore I thought he was about to go do that.
That would have been a good scene.
That would have been awesome, right? Just them suiting up would have been good. Like they already got the guns, somehow they got bulletproof vests already ready to roll. They got the wannabe face paint for doing dumb shit, right? Like they're back in the jungle, even though they weren't in the jungle, they're in the Middle East. But anyway, they're doing all that shit, like look like Predator, look like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Predator. And then they get the call to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Barry's at the hospital." Oh shit, they got to take it all off. Like, damn it, I was about to go rogue. I ain't got to do this. Yeah, what about your granddaughter, Richard? Your live one or your dead one? Because he don't give fucks. Like, he's like, they got Barry. We got to go get Barry. I was like, you know your Barry's girlfriend who's pregnant is in the hospital, right? Like, no one seemed to give a fuck about that. And then your granddaughter is gone. Like, she too is missing. And unlike Barry, she didn't do anything to deserve this. Barry had everything that happened to Barry is Barry's fault. No one else's. Barry put his dumb ass in this situation, and he suffered the consequences of his actions.
Well, technically, the kid getting snatched is Nancy's fault. So
also, yes. So as I said, daughter ain't got no problems. Barry decided on his own to be like, I'm looking into this shit with no help whatsoever. Barry put himself in this situation. And that's how he ended up getting kidnapped by the Rackadoochie. So anyway, let's get to this serial murderer and rapist behind me, Jason. Let me clarify my statement. I said he should be ass raped and murdered. I do believe I said that. I like to, since I saw the preview for next week's episode and he's raping Ellie, Jason should be dry ass raped with no spit or whatever, then murdered Jeffrey Dahmer style. Like, he needs to go through what those men went through. The fact that he's killing Ellie, or he's raping, he will be raping, and therefore probably trying to kill her, clearly shows this boy has sexual issues when it comes to his mother. As every woman he's killed has somewhat been tied to his mom in one way or another. He killed Denise, who was fucking his dad, similar to his mom. Killed the grandmother, mother of his mom. Killed Jean only really because she found Denise's body, and now he's about to kill another one of his dad's women who were basically surrogates of his mom. He has problems with Black women in particular, and probably is all connected to his mama.
Sounds like there's a connection to his daddy, though.
It's still Black women. I'm saying, but it's still that mother figure, right? Because either they're the mom or related to. But definitely he has a profile. He definitely has a profile when it comes to Black women, and he needs to be stopped. The scene, as best as Tyler Perry could, he gave us a pretty decent classic 1980s slasher shower scene. I was impressed. I was impressed for him. I mean, I'm sure other people could have did it better, but he made an effort. She's getting in the shower, unknowing. There's proper steam in the shower. She hears a noise. She goes to check it out. It turns out to be her ex getting her stuff. Jason gets under the bed. Classic
And then slides the shoe out. What kind of foolishness is this?
Tyler motherfucking Perry.
I'm looking for my shoe, but I'm not going to actually bend down and look under the bed. I'm just going to wait for the shoe to come to me.
Come to me. Like, he don't feel the shoes coming to him. Like,
oh, there it is.
Oh shit. It's just like I have to force. Like, all of a sudden my mind pulled it to me. I don't know how that's even possible. I don't even know. When I watched Jason sneak out of the back of that car, put on the hoodie, I thought about Dexter Morgan. Like, I felt like if he was killing other killers, like he was like doing the killing the right way, I would be rooting for him and I would want to watch that series. Like, I need to see Jason be like, Daddy, there's another bad man out there, but I'll take care of it. Don't worry. You got a super killer outfit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize Dexter had a super killer outfit till season 2. I was like, oh shit, like he legit got the clothes. He got the sweater and the pant and the cargo pants. I was like, he suited up. Anyway, I digress. My point is, I had mixed feelings. I was impressed with Jason's skill, but I'm like, he's still a predator and needs to be put down. Yes. How many bodies does it take to be an official serial killer?
I would say at least 3.
That's what I thought there is a clinical number, like to be like legit, like after this, you got a problem.
Establish a pattern.
So in Criminal Minds, it was 3. Like, that's how they did it. You had to kill these 3 people, and then they come up with with the profile, and then Garcia would find them, and then they kick down the door. Like, that was pretty much every episode. They need to bring in Garcia. Like, I need to see the CSI team who's going to be investigating Ellie's death, and then that should be like just tie it all together.
Has she done anything else?
Who?
Garcia.
That's a good question. I don't even know. Like, I doubt it. I mean, what any of those people do was outside of Criminal Minds. Shamar Moore, did he get a job? He got like 3 or 4 jobs. That man stays working.
Yeah.
So, light skin privilege. But I just like it was cool. Anyway, yeah, I feel bad for Ellie. It ain't look good next episode. Like, she definitely fucked. Like, this is not gonna work out. I'm hoping. Let's say Alan comes back to get his suits, since you forgot your suits, and he saves her. Like that. I'm hoping for that. I don't want to see Jason take down another woman. Like, this will be too much, Tyler. Like,
how does he get around? And the Secret Service, like, we don't know where he is.
He just thinks about. That's what I'm saying, dude. He's a straight ninja. Like, he just popped up when his dad was jacking off. Like, he was like, I got you. I've been watching for a while, but I got you. I'm like, what? Remember, he just popped up jacking off. Remember, just everywhere he went. Like, oh, what you doing here, Jason? I'm doing me. My fault. So, Hunter and Victoria, aka Hot Breath, is contemplating what to do by seeing their daddy, or father-in-law, as the case may be. I thought we were going to see him this episode. I was a little disappointed. Hunter don't give a fuck because he Hunter. So we gotta see where that goes. Next week's episode, Hunter calls Sharon at the hospital. Yeah. Like,
no, she's at the hospital.
The Predator. Maybe he launched a Predator drone to follow her, and he's like, I don't fuck it. It's Tyler Perry, man. Let's just see where it goes. But I'm just saying, like, this dude, he loves black women, just like his son. You know what I'm saying? Jeans. He loves them, but he hates them. I don't know. It ain't good. It ain't good. Anything else for the episode?
I love the constant reminder that Hunter does nothing presidential.
That true. They're acknowledging at every moment he does absolutely nothing.
And where's the VP?
So many shows don't have the vice president. They don't have the lieutenant governor. They don't have like the deputy mayor. Like, it's like there's so many shows. Just forget about the number 2. Who gives a fuck? When Obama was in office, nobody gave a fuck about Biden. Like, Biden's president. Nobody gives a fuck about Harris. Now, Pence ran that White House. I mean, much as Trump was all over the place on TV, people knew that Pence was probably the one getting things from point A to point B. When Bush was in office, they're like, where's Cheney? We know Cheney's running this shit. Let's just find Cheney, and be like, what do you want us to do, Mr. Vice President? But when you gotta, most of the time, yeah, nobody gets fucked. You know what I love? Real world. I love how Cuomo just stepped away. And his lieutenant governor is like, yeah, I don't know who that dude is. Cuomo? Is that what you said? Oh, anyway. I think I'll take over and just do some of the policies I guess he implemented. I mean, I don't know what he did. I mean, I'm just his running mates and ran and governed with him, but I don't associate me with whatever he was doing with the ladies. I'm like, a woman lieutenant governor could not protect other women from the governor.
He's probably just sitting back collecting evidence, waiting for the shoe to drop. She was just like,
I just showed up. I mean, I started working today. I don't know. I don't remember in any COVID briefings. It was all Cuomo. So what the fuck was she doing all these years? Just write this in the back. Like, he did what, girl? Just shh. Wait. Let me write that down. All right. Gotcha. It's like, I need to take over this thing.
We do that very well. Women will sit and just shut up and collect evidence.
You know what? I kind of wish that's what happens to Tate in book 5. I'm sure Courtney's like, I'm just writing this shit. Like, it writes itself. It writes itself. Governor Tate gets up there, sticks his dick in one too many women, which he already did. Old girl's already his woman lieutenant governor. That's how the show ends. Mm-hmm. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We just put it on camera. We've already written Power Book 5. Oh man, it's like better, like what happened with Shonda Rhimes and Scandal. You remember when she said that she wrote the storyline that they would say Millie won the White House because of Russian interference? Like and then when it legit happened, they had to change the whole thing.
Right.
They're like, nobody's gonna believe we wrote this before it happened. Like, damn it, real life. I want Courtney Kemp to say that. You say, you know what? After Cuomo, I was like, damn, we thought we had a good storyline. Now we got to rewrite this shit. Anyway, anything else?
Nope.
All right, well, that's the video then. What do you think of this episode? It's getting better. It is getting better. I mean, it's Tyler Perry though. We need more Ruthless. Since we're not going to get Ruthless at this point. All the Queen's Men is going to start in 2 weeks, and Ruthless will still be off the air. I don't know what happened. I mean, Ruth is still around. I mean, she's going to be in next week's episode. So I don't know what's going on with that. But if Ruthless ever comes back, we'll get back to that. But until then, you can subscribe to this channel. You can like on this video. You can comment on this video. Share the video. Speaking of putting rings on fingers, if you have any marriage proposals for Stacey, please put it in the comments. State your intentions. And be real. Hashtag Gucci and gold. Hashtag Gucci. So Terry was trying to figure out, she said Love and Basketball. She couldn't figure out which actor said it. I was like, hey, that's Love and Basketball. She was like, oh, that's right. She got confused with the Allstate guy and Waiting to Excel. She thought it was said Waiting to Excel to Whitney Houston. I was like, no, he said it.
Go was Love and Basketball?
Yeah. When his parents were getting a divorce, Omar Epps' parents were getting a divorce, I think, or something, and he was fucking around, and he said, I keep your ass in Gucci and gold, something like that. She was like, no, that's Waiting to Excel. I was like, nah, it's not Waiting to Excel, babe. I was like, I remember Waiting to Excel. It made me apologize for being a man. The whole movie was like, men ain't shit. I was only in high school, and I was like, man, men are really terrible, and we grunt during sex for no reason. Remember? He was like, "Urgh," and he started sweating and shit. I was like, this is terrible. Anyway, I was gonna go down another rabbit hole, but and that being said, We will see you next week for this show. We got some other things to discuss. We got Power coming up. We got a lot. Fall's coming. We got a lot of great shows lined up for you. So hope look forward to that. And we will just see you happy. But again, take care of yourselves and each other.